without further ado, I'm going to go the review here, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do on my Anki. Welcome back. Weekend is over after my long review, and I just wanted to go over, this is actually my 21st day, although it doesn't say 21 days, but this is actually my 21st day. Obviously I missed a few days of recording because of illness in the family, and plus spring break too with the kids. So but I'm back on track as far as making some recordings, and today I just want to go over something I did using Babbel. I reviewed Babbel today. I did my Babbel 30 minutes and my Link 30 minutes. But what I decided to do afterwards, I was going to do a review of my vocab and sentences in Spanish, and with the aid of Anki too. So I've got my Anki. We talked about Anki once before. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do to help solidify some sentences that I don't know. Remember, the great thing about learning sentences, you can, if you know vocab and you know the sentences, you can put any word in the position of a word that's already in there. So I'll show you exactly what I mean in just a second. So without further ado, I'm going to go the review here, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do on my Anki of the sentences that I do not remember, or the words I do not remember. So click on review here. And I use flashcards. You can use listening, speaking, or writing. I like flashcards myself because it's a visual that I can flip over the card and see how well I did. Sometimes the listening is not so great on these laptops, and then obviously the writing, I don't care for the writing part myself, I just want to speak. So that's the reason I use flashcards. So I'm going to use flashcards right here, and here's the first sentence. For instance, it says, she works at a hair salon, she works as a hairdresser. So I don't remember what hair salon was, or hairdresser, but remember, if I learn this sentence, if I click on this and say, okay, I don't know it, so I click on it and says, ella trabaja en una peluquería, ella trabaja de peluquera. So by learning that sentence, or those sentences, I can actually change the words in there to anything. She works at a bar. She works as a bartender. She works at a department store. She works as a seller, or a I don't know what you call them. Somebody who works at the cashier. So we could say that. But you see what I mean? You've got this basic structure. Ella trabaja en una, and then you put in the or un bar. Ella trabaja as a bartender, or whatever that is in Spanish. So, but I don't know what this is right now, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put it into my Anki Deck. So I've opened up my deck here, and I'm going to click on Spanish Babbel Review. Sorry, let's go back over there. I'm going to click on Upgrade Spanish Review, and I'm going to click on the plus sign down the bottom and add note. So now I don't know what that is, so I'm going to put in here, she works at a hair salon, period. She works as a hairdresser. Okay, so that's the English version, so I can put on the bottom and the back part, so when it flips it over afterwards I can put ella. I can click that keyboard to Spanish actually down the bottom here. Spanish. Ella trabaja, clicks it for me, en una peluquería, period. Ella trabaja de peluquera. Now this may seem like long-winded, but you have to understand also that as you're actually typing this in, you're learning at the same time. As you're typing this into your Anki Deck, you are actually learning at the same time. So then I'm going to click on add this to my, by hitting the check mark up here, and that's added. Okay, so I don't know that, so I'm going to put no, I don't know. So my next one is, she's a mechanic and she works at a garage. So, ella es mecánica, ella es mecánica, mecánica because she's female, not mechanical. Ella es mecánica y ella trabaja en un taller, taller. If I remember that one. Ella es mecánica y trabaja en un taller. So I know that one, so I'm just going to click yes, and I'm not going to actually add that to my deck. So, where do you live? ¿Dónde vivo? ¿Dónde vivo?
¿Dónde vives?
¿Dónde vives? I was close, so I don't need to do that one, so I will check on from that one. So, as I go through these, I will add them to my Anki Deck as I go along. I don't drink, so I don't drink is yo no vivo café. Yo no vivo café.
No bebo café.
Yo no vivo café. Okay, so no, that one's click for that one. They also live there. They. Ella. They. Ellos, if they're, because there's one guy and there's two women, so it's ellos. It's sad, I know. Ellos vivan ayer. Ella también. Ella también vivan ayer. Or is it ella vivan también ayer?
Ellos también
Ahí.
viven ahí.
Ellos también viven ahí. Okay, so I want to remember that one, so I'm going to put that in there here. They also live there. It's in Spanish. Let me just change that back to English. So my keyboard down the bottom. They also live there. And then down the bottom I can click back to Spanish again. Ellos también viven ahí. And then save that one. And that's saved. And then we can go on to the next one if you'd like to. So anyway, so that's basically what I do. That's what I wanted to bring up today, to show you the things I do to help my deck. And then what I will do is I'll review these several times. But remember one thing, as you're typing it into your Anki, you will by default be learning as you're typing. Sometimes you won't even have to review it again, because you remember just by the simple fact of typing. I say I don't like the writing part, but as you're typing it in here, copying it from there, from the computer to my phone, I could do the juxtaposition right on my computer if I wanted to and just copy and paste over, but I like the phone because I like to type it and get to learn at the same time. So that's what I do. So I'm going to finish this up today. I just wanted to show you that pointer and let you know that I'm still here, I'm back on track, and as you can see, it sounds like I may be ready, but don't expect more than about a 5-minute conversation at the end of the month, because 30 days is not a long time to try and understand Spanish, and it's certainly not time enough to have a full-on conversation. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to talk about the weather and how are you, and that's it. So don't expect miracles, but I am really happy with my progress so far. So without further ado, I am going to end it right there because it's getting long. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, on my day 22. Have a good evening and rest of the day. Bye.